let's try that again, because this is like the third time I've done this. First of all, I want to say, as you can see, I'm not in my normal setting, so I apologise that I can't edit this video, which is, you know, slightly scary, because I've never, not fully, like, just uploaded a video. Anyway, so that means I have to kind of make this short. What I was going to say, as I can't edit this video, I apologise for the noise outside, because I can't shut that window, but right now, yeah, I apologise for looking a mess. I don't have a hairbrush. Right, I just wanted to say a quick, I just wanted to say thank you so much, everyone who has subscribed. I posted a link in my other channel the other day, and a lot of you guys have joined me over here, and you guys are absolutely wonderful. You guys are my motivation. So, if you're new to this, I just want to say hi and thanks. And also, the way that this works is I do post, I try to do a daily vlog on everything, as I do a daily blog on everything. And the way I do it is that I blog, you know, like in time, and then vlogs always kind of are always in hindsight. So I've just realised my hair. Okay, whatever. So like the videos always talk about the night before, so therefore hindsight, you know, proves for a better conversation. Anyway, so I kind of wanted to talk to you about yesterday, and how it was slightly dodgy. Like, not in the dodgy in the sense that it was bad. I didn't particularly eat anything that bad or horrific. But you know, like a few days ago, I talked about how when adults make you something to eat, you can't really say no, and I still have that in me. I think it's just one of those things that are just ingrained in me, and it'll always be like this. But my sister-in-law made some homemade dumplings, and you know, she's quite health conscious anyway, and it would have just been pork and vegetable, and then it would just be dumplings, and they were delicious. My mum asked me if I wanted some in the morning before I even got to have my smoothie, and I thought, well, I really want to try them, so I asked for a few. I did get a few, but when I came out, my mum made congee, and if you don't know what congee is, it's like, you know how like you have porridge made of oats, well, Chinese people kind of do the same thing but with rice, and we eat it like, we can eat it at any meal, but you get different variations and whatnot. I left out some basmati rice from the night before that I had cooked, and I forgot to put it in the fridge, and when that happens, mum makes congee. So I woke up and she kind of put the bowl in front of me. Luckily it wasn't a very big bowl, so you know, I happily accepted it because, you know, mum made it. So I ate it, and then I didn't do anything. I just thought, you know what, no, I can't try and add calories just because I think I'm trying to get nutrition. I will just have a nutritious lunch. Come lunchtime, I tried out something new. Well, not new, I kind of revisited something. It's quinoa, which is like a grain. I think it's from Africa, and it's kind of like, it's really nibbly. It's really good, and it doesn't take a whole lot of brains to cook, really. You can find it in health food stores. But a few years ago, I'm really concerned about my hair. A few years ago, I tried quinoa and wasn't a big fan, to be honest. But you know, back then, you know, for my age, you know, throughout the whole of my life, I've had a very mature set of taste buds, and I have a good taste for everything. And even though quinoa was alright, but I felt like at the time my cooking abilities and cooking knowledge isn't as rich as it is now. So what I made yesterday was, you know, a million miles, 100 times better than what I made like a few years back. So I kind of used it once and never did, and then eventually went out of date and I threw it away. But I brought a new pack, you know, just because I thought I'd give it a go again, and it was delicious. And so this kind of proves that, you know, you should, like, even if you don't like something, don't rule it out completely, rediscover it, look at different recipes, and you'll find that, you know, eventually you might even come to like it, and your life becomes so rich that way. But I made a quinoa broad bean and tomato salad, and that was lunch. I was saying in my blog how I was really dying for some red onion, some flavour, and all of this kind of inspiration of healthy food came from, like, my herb garden. I don't know whether you guys have seen it in my old video, but it was just like a really quick kind of, you know, fun video of me planting a big plant pot thing, and I have loads of different herbs, and it's one of those things, because there's nothing wrong with dried herbs. I just have a fascination about fresh herbs. I was gonna say live herbs then. But yeah, and there was like basil, parsley was dried, and chives in there. What chives kind of made up for the onions, but you know, well, not exactly. The chives sort of Okay, so I kind of wanted to go on to something more important, is that I was discovering and learning about trans fats yesterday. And basically, without wanting to sound like I know everything, because I don't, sometimes some of it's still kind of in the unknown at the moment, but trans fat, yeah, I've kind of read up. I don't know whether it's the same as polysaturated fat, but I know it's different to saturated and unsaturated fat. I'll just stop doing that. And trans fat is technically, supposedly, worse than saturated fat, and is linked to things like coronary heart disease, etc. So, you know, I was kind of looking at my Philadelphia extra light cheese tubs, which I adore, and they're extra light, so they're really low cal. But I thought, do you know what? I'm supposed to be on a non-processed diet, which by you know, mostly I don't really eat processed foods that much. I cut down a lot, and I thought, this isn't a food; it's just manufactured slop. But it's delicious. But I want to try something else. You know, lo and behold, you know, spaz head in me went and bought a tofu version spread, and it's like, why did you buy a spread anyway? You weren't supposed to buy a spread, but I did. And I brought this thing called Tofuti, and a lot of you guys from the States will know this a lot more than in the UK. I think it's a bigger brand there. But it's basically soy tofu based products, and it's like a spread, and I have to say it's amazing. I bought the creamy smooth one, the original. Oh my god, it was so good. But you know, I kind of looked at the ingredients and I thought, well, there's nothing in here that's particularly too bad. I think I can go with this. Now I kind of wish I stuck with the Philadelphia in some ways, because I looked at the nutritional values properly, and I didn't in the store, and this thing was quite expensive, and there's like polysaturated fats, and I wasn't really sure whether that was trans fats, but I read about how these products, these especially dairy products, are made, and I'm pretty sure that there's trans fat in this. And so then there was also this piece of news about how Tofuti had trans fats, and you know, people without, you know, health concerned people were outraged because they've been eating it all these years, and you know, people who try to lose weight try to eat stuff like this and realize they're not losing weight because of things like this. So shocked as I am, I think I still have to eat it, which is upsetting. I'll probably try and eat it bit by bit until it goes off. I haven't looked at the expiry date, and if the expiry date is a very long time, I might just chuck it. Anyway, besides that, what did I do after that? Oh yeah, the last thing I kind of really wanted to talk about, and I'm so annoyed I threw the packaging away, but because I'm at someone else's house, I decided to go and buy something at the supermarket as opposed to get our usual takeaways, because takeaways, again, are loaded with MSG, they're not good for you, you don't know what's in them, and because we can't really cook here, I still had to go and buy something. So besides, I bought, you know, like the kind of convenience package of tender stem broccoli and French beans. Those were my snack. I brought an apple, I brought 2 bananas, and I brought organic eggs. I have to say, by the way, organic free-range eggs, it might be psychological, it might not. Some, you know, organic, you know, the people who live organically will say that organic eggs taste better than regular eggs, and I so think that might be true, because I had the best omelette. Oh my god, I have no idea why, but the organic eggs were delicious, and it was a plain omelette, to be honest. I had that for breakfast, and I was like, you know, it was shocking. And I really want to do this. I'm going to go home, I'm going to buy some organic eggs, I'm going to buy some regular eggs, I'm going to make omelettes for everyone, and I'll see if they can taste the difference. That's what I'm going to do. So I'll update you on that. But anyway, what I did go and do, for the healthiest choice, I went and brought one of the Innocent Tasty Veg Pots. I don't know if you guys have read, like, not read, have you guys seen these tasty veg pots, but they're basically mostly just, you know, I'd say like 98% vegetable. The one that I got was I think it's called the roasted aubergine moussaka, which is, oh my god, so good. I like wanted a bit more pepper, and I discovered the pepper after I ate it, but I wish I put some pepper in it, but it was really yummy. And it's like a pot that size, and you just microwave it, and it's like all vegetables. There was no preservatives, nothing gross in it, and it was amazing. Like, the only thing that was in there that I don't really particularly recognise is coconut sugar. I assume coconut sugar is a natural product, and there was some cheese in there, but that's okay. You know, everyone needs a little bit of their protein, and the protein that it did have in it, it was bolotti beans. So, and it comes as 288 calories. Wait, was it? Yeah, I think it was 288 calories. Fascinated as I am aware that it's packaged, and it was like £3 something, almost £4. Well, no, yeah, £3.30 or something like that. Extortionate. Oh, whoops. Extortionate pricing, but sometimes convenience, you know, calls for paying out a little bit more. And I was really proud that I went and brought most of the other things natural and I made it myself. Like, you know, usually you go over to a friend's house and your snacks, you bring snacks, and you know, you buy marshmallows and you buy packets of mint straws and Galaxy chocolates and you sit and watch TV. Well, you know, I mean, I know whilst my friend was sitting there eating crisps and whatnot, I was eating broccoli. But, you know, sometimes you have to make these sacrifices. And I feel great. You know, I feel good. And, you know, and I'm not going to tell you about today, but today's great. Yesterday was alright. I didn't count my calories, but I'm pretty sure I didn't go too over. I didn't do any exercise, and I didn't really think much about my water intake either. So yesterday was kind of like a day. But, you know, and today is going to be kind of day. Tomorrow is exciting, which you won't hear about unless you, well, you won't hear about until a few days later, unless you follow my blog, which is kind of like a live update. I'm going to start looking at vegetarian and vegan restaurants, because I'm not exactly going vegetarian or vegan, but I am very interested in, and you know, when I eventually get over not wanting to eat meat, I could easily become a vegetarian or a vegan. Well, no, not vegan, but anyway, more pescatarian. We kind of had this discussion, but anyway, I'm going to one in Covent Garden tomorrow, and I'm dead excited. Besides this, I'm not going to talk too much about that, but I hope you guys are as excited as I am, and that's all I wanted to say today. That, you know, I am trying to find the balance between being too obsessive and staying strict and staying calm about these situations. And all I want to say is, a good rule that I've always been advised is to do the sort of 90-10 rule, when 90% of the time you're super strict. Well, not super strict, but you are, you know, good, and 10% of the time you are okay. You know, like, I don't think I'd ever let myself go off the wagon and drink tons and eat loads of crap, but I would, you know, give myself a treat. You know, you know, really, life is too short to live life. If you guys from England, if any of you guys from the UK go on 4OD, which is the Channel 4 website, and you know, you go to the 4OD part and you watch a program called Health Food Junkies, you know, that's obsession right there. And I feel like I don't want to cross that path into the land of delusion. I mean, you know, I mean, those people might think that we're being deluded for eating the way we do, but I feel like I'm making a good change. There's definitely leaves from their books that I would want to take. Anyway, this video is way too long. I just wanted to say thank you, and I will see you later. Bye.